Innovations Fair 2022, Handwriting Intervention and Instruction for Preschool Students with Visual Impairments, presented by Joan Henriksen, occupational therapist.
My name is Joan Henriksen, and I'm an occupational therapist here at the Albuquerque campus Early Childhood Program, and I'll be discussing handwriting instruction for preschool students with visual impairments. First thing that I would like to talk about is this fall, Kitty and I worked on a study on the Learning Without Tears program. And Learning Without Tears is a popular general education program that is utilized nationally to teach children, preschool age children, handwriting who are, or preschool through elementary. This fall, we conducted a single case research study to collect data on outcomes with 5 students who attend the ECP. These children are aged 3 to 4 years and are a cohort in an academic classroom. So we started by gathering baseline data, and we were looking at the straight form letters L, E, F, H, and T, and we studied their ability to recognize, trace, or copy these letters. Instruction was provided using multi-sensory instruction, including songs, tactile wooden pieces, and traditional worksheets. The most interesting thing that we found, we are still analyzing the data, is that some students showed stronger skills in copying rather than tracing, and this may be one of the learning differences for the VI population. Here is just an example of some of the data. We are still analyzing it. So this is the data for one student, and you can see how this student's had baseline scores down in 0 and how they began to jump after we added intervention. And
Sorry,
I also want
Joan, you're still on your homepage screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me try again with the PowerPoint. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So in this picture, we have some of the data that we're analyzing, and this is a graph of one student's work, and you can see how they began down at 0 and then grew over time after we began intervention and teaching them the handwriting skills. And if you look down to the bottom, you can see a major jump they had with copying. And I think that's just an example of how well some students did with the copying portion. And so in this picture, this is just an example of some of the manipulatives that are part of this program. These are wooden pieces, and in this picture you can see a big curve, a little curve, a big line, and a little line. And these wooden shapes can be used for a variety of activities, including songs, positional and body concepts, and forming different letters. And then here is just an example of how we can use the wooden pieces to build letters. In this picture, we have a preschool student, and she's sitting at the work table and using big and little lines to form the letter A. What's so wonderful about using the wooden pieces this way is that it's accessible to students who have a variety of abilities and functional vision. It's a great way to help students feel what the letters form, even if they're not able to visually see them. Okay, and then this next slide are example of some of the worksheets. So in this worksheet, we have the letter T, and this student has kind of roughly colored in a turtle, then also traced the letter T with a crayon. And this student is actually a 4-year-old Braille learner, and he's able to Braille his first name, and he's working on a signature. So I think it's really important that even our students who are Braille learners, that we're able to expose them to print, and this program is a great way to do that. In addition to the study, we're also using Learning Without Tears in other classrooms at the ECP. I'm in several classrooms that have a developmental delay population, and both myself and the TSCIs have been introducing both the musical and tactile wooden piece components with these students. Some of these students may not be developmentally ready for letter recognition, but can benefit from positional concepts such as big, little, line, curve, top, bottom, and middle. These music and tactile activities are a wonderful way to infuse early literacy skills, even with students who are still working on foundational skills for reading and writing. I must say that I think the strongest piece of this program is the catchy and fun music. Students really love these songs and look forward to and ask for them. The wooden pieces are just really fun and motivational, and they're accessible to a wide variety of students. I'll show you some of the students working with the pieces. So here we have a couple of our preschool students. You can see that they are each holding a big line in their hand, and this song is called Tap Tap. And so you tap the lines together and you talk about concepts such as top, bottom, middle, front, and back. And these positional concepts are so important for multiple areas of the expanded core curriculum, as well as handwriting. So I think it can teach them a wide variety of things based on their needs. And then another one that's very popular is Matman. And this picture, we have a preschool student who is placing a big line on a felt board to form the leg of Matman. Students love Matman. They love to build Matman by using the wooden pieces to familiarize themselves with body parts and positional concepts. This is something where I did a little bit of adaptation where I colored the wooden pieces yellow to provide a little more contrast, and then presenting it on a neutral background so it's easier for the students to use their vision. And then finally, here's just a little resource page. This is the website for Learning Without Tears if you're interested in getting more information. And then I also provided links to several YouTube videos so you can see the songs in action and kind of get an idea for the program. But I do recommend it, and I think it has a lot of exciting applications for this population.
The screen shows the web address for the videos. To access them, go to youtube.com. In the search window, enter any of the video names, such as Learning Without Tears, or Matman, M-A-T-M-A-N, or Tap Tap, T-A-P, T-A-P, or Where Do You Start Your Letters? And YouTube will populate the videos.
Do you guys have any questions? I hope you were able to see the examples.
Thank you, Joan, for those examples and stuff. And I want to highlight too just how versatile this curriculum has been as a learning tool in the classroom, and that it was just really awesome and exciting to do an intervention study with it. And we look forward to getting to share those results more this summer and next fall, probably.
Yes, very exciting.
Joan worked really hard, so I have to give her a lot of gold stars.
Innovations Fair 2022, Handwriting Intervention and Instruction for Preschool Students with Visual Impairments. For more information, contact Joan Henriksen, Occupational Therapist, NMS-BVI email Joan Henriksen, JoanHenriksen @ nmsbvi.k12.nm.us.